right. How y'all doing? You know, I love the fact the song is called Pizza Song. I don't know why it is. Honestly, no idea. Alright, well today we're taking out the Duke, flying to a few airports. You just saw it pasted in the chat. They were going from Phoenix to Tucson to, I don't remember what this other one's called. Deming and Municipal, and then on to El Paso for this week's fly-in Thursday. You know, I figure we're gonna fly VFR, because not too much is going on in terms of weather, at least when I saw that Dylan was checking a little bit ago. Yeah, we've got basically clear skies down here to the south. So I'd say we're going VFR. Ain't much going on, hell yeah. Also, so there was the Boston Logan like Informer thing or something that came out. I might need to look into joining K-Bear, just maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Did you even tell us who all is really doing it? I don't know. I don't know who any of them are really. Dylan, how you doing? Going to drop departure vision for tomorrow, because Indy Center kind of needs controllers. There was not very many signed up at all for the event, so I talked to the events coordinator, and I'm like, yeah, I probably feel like I'd be more effective if I was up on Indy Center, where they currently have no center signups. So yeah, that's kind of why. I mean that, and you know, I was kind of disappointed I got Nashville, but I was gonna control it anyways. But then our events coordinator posted, yeah, we have no center signups, no approach signups. Could someone sign up? Well, that wasn't their exact words, but that's I'm paraphrasing heavily there. So yeah, weather's looking clear. I think it might be a good old VFR flight today. Between all these fields, there are some roads we can follow. So we've got, I think that's an interstate symbol. Interstate 10. I'm gonna call it I-10. Whatever. So it was multiple things that kind of motivated me to do that, but yeah. Yep, poor man's IFR. I follow roads, exactly. We can just follow I-10, Highway 70, whichever you want to call it. Like, the entire way from Phoenix to El Paso. So it should be easy. Yeah, I roads, yep. Something like that. It's I follow roads. You don't need to fly right over them or anything. You just follow them, you know, loosely. So I'm gonna come over here and get Phoenix Church real quick. As I don't know if ATC is currently on. Actually haven't looked. There is nothing. Alright, sounds good. The basis for your Comanche USA flights? Nice. Just following roads? Yep. Oh, we don't have Memphis. Oh yeah, this guy got his solo the other day, I think. Follow roads, rivers, towns, rails even. Another R word there. You already said rivers. I don't know, just follow, yeah, all the VFR kind of things, whatever you can see out your window. That's how we do it. Alright. Well, into the plane we go. And then make sure all those are set to where their neutral positions are. Oh, my wheel tracks get removed. Come on. We don't need them. External power doesn't even want to work. That's not good. You're following I-68? Ah. Oh, you will be, okay. Yeah, external power doesn't want to work. That's not good. Also, do I really need the engine heater? Not really. It's pretty warm out. You know, it's Phoenix. Basically in the summer, we got 90 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And, you know, it's what time would it be? It's mountain time, right, in Phoenix? So it would be 5:10 p.m. Like prime heat, basically. Let's see over here. Oh, come on. We're going up to, around 17.5, so that'll be around there. You got no reason, actually, we'll turn off the battery real quick, so I'm not burning the battery. I don't need to, but I'm gonna file a flight plan. Oh, verify you are human. Yes, I am human. Fine. You had to run a mile and your feet are cooked? Well, that sucks. Alright, so you've got Pilot Club 341. I just don't hit tab. VFR Bravo 60 Tango. Not that it matters for any of this. For Slant Golf. Paso's the final. I mean, technically, I should fire the Tucson. So we'll go Tucson. It's 410 in Phoenix. Arizona doesn't do. Oh, okay. Altitude, we're gonna go up to 17.5. Honestly, I wouldn't go that high if I didn't have an altitude hold. Because, that 500 feet can sneak up on you quickly. Oh, wait, I put the wrong thing there. So we're 23:20 or so. En route time, I don't know. 50 minutes? Fuel endurance. All of it. So, like, 4.5 hours? I don't remember what it actually is. The rest of it down there doesn't really matter. I do need to go get my copy paste. Where's it going? DMN. There, just so the controllers know what's going on. Did you feel it necessary to get that specific? Leads to some odd time. Yeah, bro, I've saw a video of people driving along one road and they pass through 7 time zones. Or they have 7 time changes, I guess. In the northeast of Phoenix? Or not Phoenix, Arizona, I think. Cruise true airspeed must be selected. I don't know. We're gonna go 200. I honestly don't know. Also, you know what I don't remember how to do? Is down here. I'm sure High might know how to do this, but that's set the true airspeed. Like, what exactly you put in there for the temperature? Is it just Celsius outside, or what exactly am I doing there? I honestly don't know. Not a clue? Okay. Thought maybe you would. Because I've been taught it a few different times by different people, and I never remember. Outside air temperature. Alright, we've got like 30. Never something you've been taught. Okay, does it go to 30? Hell yeah, it does. So there we go. There's my true airspeed. Line that up with the pressure altitude? I mean, line that up with pressure altitude. The temperature's on the top. Okay, let's go back to 0. Or whatever it was on. 30, 32, that's the pressure altitudes, okay. Oh, wait, yeah, I think I get what you're talking about. So, I mean, airport elevation is 1135. I don't know. Let the 0 with the plus 30. So that. That's okay. That makes a little more sense. I was about to say, me going that fast, I don't know about that. I don't know why it feels like all my icons in Discord go smaller. Oh, I know why. Wait a second. I'm gonna fix the thing with Discord real quick. I know why. They done goofed. Alright, come on. I love how, you know, I have Discord on one screen, I close it. And then I reopen Discord and it opens on a different screen. Like, bruh. Alright. Anyways, we're going back to starting the plane here. Actually, let me connect to VATSIM. I haven't done that yet. Once vPalette loads and does all its thinking. Alright, windows open. We've got those. That's idle, those are cut off. And the environmental's cut off. Test the ignitions, I hear them. Yep. This thing does have failures and stuff, so I do like to go and test them. At least I'm pretty sure they're on. Yeah, and I've got a 2x rate. Just because, you know, 1x almost never happen. And 5x is too much. Here we go, right side. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Ah, well, it did it for me. I forgot to technically remove all those. 119 degrees in the cockpit right now. Hot as hell. And window closed, because that's loud as hell. Hello, it's good to have fun. You're off tonight? Oh, darn. So you're not flying? Oh, my beacon wasn't even on. Whoops. And now get that freaking AC on. Crank it up. It's hot as hell in this plane. And even though I don't really need it, we're following roads. I'm still gonna put stuff in here just in case. Oh, wait. Oh, my batteries. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna switch it over to the other one so that one can cool off. Hopefully. Yeah, that is a bit hot. Of course, AC is going to stay on. That's kind of required. Actually, I don't even need that. I'll just acknowledge the warning and that it's there. So, what's the CTAF for Phoenix? I have no idea. .9er. Yeah, battery's slowly cooling down there, I think. It just takes time. Not flying, not really doing anything tonight. Gotta have one day off at least. Okay. Alright, so there's... You know, we should look up the winds for the airport. Wind's calm. Real life ATIS is 2.5 left and right. I guess 2.6 is closed or something? They're doing the opposite direction on pilot edge. I'm gonna depart 2.5, or no, 2.5 right. Or sometimes they'd give you 2.5 left from the GA ramp. So I might just do the left side. Just watch out for anyone in the final. Alright, let's get her moving. And actually, I don't have the altimeter set. I'm just gonna hit B because I'm lazy. I don't feel like scrolling the whole thing in. Hey, Phoenix traffic, pilot tree 41 is a Beechcraft Duke. Taxiing from GA parking, runway 25 left, Phoenix. Taxi lights on, let's go. Gotta remember to turn off the AC before takeoff. Mostly just so that door is closed. On the wing there.
Skydiver for traffic. Cactus 514 now, 40 nautical miles northeast, continuing inbound, Eagle 6, visual 26 approach, Phoenix.
Visual 26, okay. So, no factor for me. There's no one left or right, so we're clear there. Still flashing on the battery. I'm gonna say I might just go ahead and put it on both. Because the right one is rising. It's gonna be like that until I get off the ground there. The AC being on probably isn't helping either, with it being 94 in the cockpit. Also flaps. Not that I really need them, but now they're set. And indicating. Where the heading? I'm just gonna go straight south. And then go find... Where the hell's the road I was gonna find? You just find this one that's right along the Bravo. I guess keep it off my left. Once I can identify it out there. Just arrived at Toronto Pearson. Nice. Honestly, I don't even need full length, but I'm doing it anyways. Is there anyone else out there if I look at VatSpy? Not really. The other guy that's on final, he's a little ways out. Also, I should be monitoring both my radios. That's how I've kind of been doing it. Yeah, Phoenix traffic, Balcom 341, departing runway 25 left at Hotel 5, Phoenix. Yeah, this plane, it won't even need that much runway. Even with the heat and density altitude right now, it won't really need it. Wow, now Phoenix approach, I just saw popped on. I'll call them in the air.
Approaching 25 left.
Right now, we're in an important
On
phase of
runway
flight.
25 left.
So I'll just go runway heading then, instead of turning. And we'll gear up. Ooh, almost over torqued the engine, got real close. 120, flaps up. Oh shit. Yeah, Phoenix traffic, Falcon 341 clear, runway 25 left Phoenix.
Cactus 514, if you did, I didn't see it.
I'll send you another flash for Cactus 514.
Cactus 514 radar contact 19 miles northeast of the Phoenix Airport. You can expect the visual approach runway 26.
Alright, visual 26 for Cactus 514.
Yeah, Phoenix departure, Falcon 341 just off 25 left, requesting flight fall into Tucson.
Pilot Club 341, Phoenix departure, Phoenix altimeter 2977. And you could maintain VFR for now. You're limited to Phoenix Bravo airspace. After you're out of this, make a left turn.
Alright, do you want us to maintain any particular altitude for Falcon 341?
Club 341 negative, altitude discretion.
And Falcon 341, roger. Alright,
Club 341 squawk 2665.
2665, Falcon 341. I don't know when he wants me to make the turn, because this plane climbs fast as hell.
341 radar contact 7 miles west of the Phoenix Airport. Reasonable navigation, and give me your aircraft type and what else you would like to get to there.
We are a Bravo 60 Tango, and we'll be climbing to 17,500, Falcon 341.
Bravo 60 Tango, got it, and what altitude? Sorry.
17,500. I forgot to turn off the AC before departing. I looked off my wing and I'm like, oh crap. It worked out anyways. It worked out in the end. Alright, let's go find that road. It might be that one. Not 100% sure, but it might be. Oh yeah, there's Phoenix right over there.
Cactus 514, Phoenix Airport 12 o'clock, 10 miles, point 6.
I'm pretty sure Phoenix's
That's
airspace
Cactus
goes up into the
514.
flight levels, so
Cactus
I'll be
514,
with them and
22.6.
until I'm out of their
Visual
airspace.
26, Cactus 514.
Where's my... there. Of course, I have the whole GPS and whatnot, but still. There we go, there's our road. The I-10, I think? No, actually, I-10's down lower. I actually don't know what this road is. It merges up somewhere in there. Oh, it is I-10.
Runway 26, clear to land.
So that means this, yeah,
26,
something
Cactus
else.
514.
So, Interstate 8 turns into 10. And now it's already getting colder. Turn on the heat. It's kind of crazy. Over Phoenix, you turn on the heat. It is a pretty cool looking place. Low volts. Oh, you know what? That's why. I always forget my physical hardware. I've got to actually flip a switch for that. Sounds like an oxymoron. Heater and Phoenix. Yep. Well, it's once you get high enough, you know, it cools down. What is it? A degree Celsius every 1,000 feet or 2,000 feet. I think it's 1,000 feet. Because, yeah, we're already at, we're at negative 10 Celsius.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can anyone hear me?
Yup.
Okay, good. Because, yeah. I love it when you turn on your computer and all your volume settings are, like, all your settings are changed.
Yep, love it. Almost losing the road. You know what? I almost want to fly it over.
Yeah, making my way south from Double Eagle.
There is an airport. Oh, come on. There's an airport out here that is a towered... There it is. Towered Class Echo field. Or Class Golf. I think it's Echo. Right there. I almost want to fly over that, see what it looks like. You know, it's towered because of the color of it there, but it's out of Class Echo airspace. There's a few of them around the U.S. One of them is near Denver. Right here. It's Class Echo, but it's towered. Got Northern Colorado Regional. Don't know why that is. I mean, they probably only sometimes open the tower or something. You gotta read the NOTAMs. But still, I'm gonna make a flyover it or something. And I've got 22 minutes. Oh, am I gonna be landing before the briefing for once? Maybe. Oh, my power settings are actually perfect right now. Because usually it's just a tiny bit less than 1,000 will get me close to my max speed without the alarms going off.
Cactus 5T, welcome to Phoenix. Are you parking your car crosstrack is?
We are at Alpha 17 today for Cactus 514.
Even better, let's Bravo Sierra Charlie, have a good one.
Bravo Sierra Charlie to the gate.
I like how this controller has a whole bunch of ATISs up.
We'll see ya.
Yeah.
We got Williams Air Force Base. Flagstaff. I didn't realize, like, I mean, I knew they covered pretty far north. I didn't realize it was that far north. It's almost like St. Louis approach. They cover way fucking far north. That change came like a year or two ago, I think. Gosh. So it looks like I'm gonna need to give 25 miles in trail for the event tomorrow to all the different planes going to Memphis. Honestly, I don't like it when they do like a number that's not a multiple of 10, because 10's, you know, easier to do the math. But then I gotta add an extra 5 to my math. Oof. Yep, 25. So here's the thing about 25 miles. So if we do just a little bit of, you know, basic math here or something. So say you're going 450 knots. You know, that's probably a good ground speed, although they're going westbound. So let's say 400 knots. They'll have a little bit of resistance because of the upper level winds and stuff. And that's per hour. So we go, you know, divided by 60 minutes, and then times that 25 miles. Or am I doing this right? I might not be doing it right, actually. No, wait. I think I'm doing it wrong. Fuck, I guess I'm blanking on how to do the math. No, I think I'm doing it right. So that's that number. And then times the number of miles.
Look, Big 41
Nope,
said
it's
I
not
did
it.
not get online since you got on and I got on. But base service to make it keep the squawk. Have a good one.
Exchange approved, Falcon 341. Yeah, so actually that's not right. Crap. So let's say they're going 400 knots, and then 20, that's not it. So that's like 16 planes an hour per route, or per, like, feeder leg on the Blues 5 arrival. There are 5 kind of feeder legs, but really, or no, 3 feeder legs, but only 2 of them really are for ZID. So theoretically, I could fit 32 planes an hour just from Indy Center airspace. Theoretically, if I hit my shot numbers right on top of each other. So more like 14 or 15, really. In reality. Does he? I thought he has 2020, not 2024. Yeah, but what was the math I was gonna try and do? I was trying to figure out how many minutes in trail, and that's a bit more difficult. Yeah, I could do that, I think. Or did I already do it? Yeah. I think I almost had it right earlier. Yep, that's not right either. Yeah, I don't know how to do the math, really. I can't just lie to myself like that. Alright, where's this road? It kind of makes a turn to the south. Oh, that's like right there. Okay, and then there's the merge point. Almost right off the nose. I'm gonna go a bit more to the right. Because I want to keep it off my left. It's easier to see off the left than the right. Or straight above, even. Technically, I don't even have the GPS on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this for traffic at least. So I'm not about to hit anyone. Not that anyone's even around here. Oh, so it's staying 65 in the cockpit. I'm gonna go pull out that a little bit. It'll warm up a little bit. And right there's our road we're gonna follow. At 14 minutes. Gives me like 5 minutes to spare for the briefing. Honestly, I was planning to get there after the briefing finished, but plane's faster than I thought, I guess. Also, I'm not even pulled back on the RPM. Let me hit that real quick. Gonna settle about 2,000. Yeah, close enough. I'm assuming I'm just gonna go along the road here for about 10 minutes and then I'll see destination. Oh, that's ETE. Time en route. Okay. So I don't know why I was thinking that was. Okay, yeah, we're fine. 12 minutes to destination.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi. Wait, the PMDG 777-200 is out now? It's $77.72. Of course it is. Although it says unavailable. This dude just said it's out. I got no idea, but that is kind of funny. The fake price is $77.72 up here. That what's eating you? What are you talking about? Do we want to fly to Memphis knowing that? Well, it depends. If you come from the Washington area, that's a different stream into Memphis than coming from Chicago. And from Chicago, technically there's like two different routes. You can go to the Kansas City Center area, or you can go through ZID. I've seen both. So like, from Chicago, they can kind of balance it out. From DC's area, not so much. said flight sim can kiss his ass. Going Rochester to Memphis. Take you through ZID. It probably would, yeah. Now think about it, yeah. But then, you don't like flying those fancy RNAV arrivals, which is another pain in the ass. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily, but just, you know, it's more stuff for me to think about.
We got about 14 minutes to the briefing.
Let's see here, if I go... What am I looking for? Oh. Alright, so you're doing Rochester to Memphis. Of course, this is going to give me an RNAV route. Oh, dang, they stick people out on the hither? Actually, no, that's FedEx time, basically. Can't fly RNAV SID stars or approaches. I thought you could probably do some RNAV arrivals, just not ones that require RNAV 1. Which, I mean, there are not many of those around now. That you can do RNAV 2. Or sometimes you can ask ATC and they can make exceptions, you know? That can also be done. So, kind of two different ways of going about this route, and the non-RNAV arrival you would fly will, it basically overflies the same arrival there, almost. Never seen an RNAV 2 SID star? Oh, okay. So yes, you're not gonna fly that route exactly. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. Yeah, you're not gonna fly that route exactly. I'm just kind of looking at what these look like. So which one would I recommend? I'd probably say go for this one. That gives us the most time to, you know, vector you around to do whatever. But of course, you wouldn't go for the Blues arrival. It's the barbecue, I think? No, that's not it. Wrong one. I never remember which ones are which. Wilder? Yes, Wilder. You would do Wilder and then Nashville or something. Probably. Apparently I can't spell. HW Q29. Wilder wannabe route. So the reason I'm saying to go this way is because then you intermingle with all the DC traffic and it makes it easier on ATC because of the way winds work and things. And then if you go over this way, you're intermingling with Chicago traffic. In which case, it's a little more difficult because the winds come from the different direction. I don't know, it's... Actually, maybe this one would work better the other way. Actually, let's copy yours. Good. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I'm assuming you probably just want VORs and airways, and that's why you're doing it that way. Because, yeah, didn't say that. So, it's not about ZAU, it's about the pilots coming out of ZAU, you know? I mean, at least here I can give you a shortcut and shit. For this one. Or leave you on your filed route if that works better too, in the whatever situation happens. Because if we do a split, I'm gonna want to work the west half of the airspace. I think I see Tucson right up ahead. Yeah, I should probably look at the weather. "10 minutes to the briefing. Variable at 3, gust 19. Okay. What's our, like, higher level winds looking like? I might just land 2-1. Or... No, never mind. We're gonna land 2-9 right. That'll probably work a little better. If you do west half, still talk to you for a few minutes. Yeah. You might even talk to me the whole way. Because generally, at least how it's worked in the past, because we did this for a Detroit event, is the airspace is split almost along that line. Not quite, but almost. So, I get airspace just above Louisville and Indy and all that. The Cincinnati Tracon, I think we've usually given to the east guy. But I have a feeling that'll be, like, the airspace split. Nothing official yet, though. Oh, you couldn't even see it. Wait a second. I clicked the wrong button. It's like that, almost. Of course, not quite, because it's not a straight line. But close enough. Alright, I should probably go descend. Oh shit, CTAF. Not that I really need it. $18 tree. Well, Phoenix Approach hasn't had nothing going on. I've lost track of where the airport is. Oh, there it is. We're just gonna nosedive it. RPM forward. And Tucson traffic. Pelican 341 is Beechcraft Duke. We're in a high right downwind from a 2-9er right Tucson traffic. No. Time on target for this little flying thing is between 9 and 10 Eastern. That's 1 to 2 Zulu. You know what's funny? I could descend faster than this. I don't even know what my descent rate actually is. It's pegging out the vertical speed. Let's show it here. Probably not. Oh, density altitude, I can get there. Love how this plane can just do this. Go down and we'll find out. I mean, I'm not even idle throttle either. Idle throttle, it yells at me about the gear. So I could definitely descend faster than this. We're on about 4,000 feet. That's pattern altitude. Until I feel I should go lower. Tucson traffic, Pelican 341, midfield right downwind 2 at 9er right, full stop Tucson. Start adding a little more power, level it out here slowly. In terms of this, we'll turn that off. Since we're getting close to landing, that's on auto. Actually, aux pump on.
4 minutes to the briefing.
Send out the set. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Laps 1, gears down. Totally could have done a short approach. Oh, highs on Boston right now? And Tucson traffic, Falcon 341 right, base to final. Runway 29 right, full stop Tucson. You got a bit mad hearing that? Huh. You know, you gotta not try to overthink what people think about you.
Too high. Too high.
We're
Approaching
fine,
2,
lady.
9. Right.
Full flaps.
Unstable. Unstable.
I'm stable for this plane, okay? And if we float, that's fine. It's a long runway. Who needs center line? And we'll high speed it to the end. The 777-200 release was a shit show. I looked and it wasn't even released yet on their website. Just for bragging rights. Yeah, what was the landing rate there? I didn't even look at it. 154? Yeah, not bad. I've done better in the Duke, but I've also done worse.
Feet remaining.
At least and the servers are breaking, so they stopped selling it until the servers fixed themselves. Oh gosh, what's the price of it?
Remaining.
Yes, I know, 4,000 remaining. I'm purposely high-speed taxing to the end. I have to give a lot of right rudder here.
3,000 remaining. Remaining.
77, 72. Oh, I thought that was a fake number just because they marked it as unreleased or whatever, or unavailable. I didn't realize that was going to be a real thing. Yeah, Tucson traffic, Falcon 341, clear of runway 29 right, Tucson.
Alright, I'm showing 8 o'clock on the docket, which means it's time for the briefing. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yeah, I'm not quite gonna hit the parking spot, but
Can anyone hear me?
yeah, here you go.
Loud and clear.
Okay, good. Alright, so welcome all to yet another Fly-In Thursday. I am your host, Dylan, Puglet 1496. I think we're all regulars here. Does anyone want a quick admin brief?
Plenty of parking spaces, yep.
take radio silence as a no. I will make
Radio
one
silence,
note. Explore mission should be coming out soon. And a hint for you guys, it will be involving potatoes.
Ireland. No, I don't know.
But anyways.
We're going to Idaho.
Maybe.
Or Prince Edward Island.
That's also a possibility.
They're just guessing.
But anyways, for today, we're going to be flying into El Paso, Kilo, Echo, Lima, Papa.
Oh, he didn't even have his stuff up. Usually he's good about that.
And here is the El Paso International Airport. It features 3 runways, none of them intersecting, and a set of parallel runways, the longest being 12,000 feet in length, making it suitable for all sorts of traffic. Going over to the weather. El Paso is right over here, right on the Mexican border. And near the surface, we have winds coming in at about 10 knots from the southwest. So you can plan to land 2-2 or perhaps the 2-6s. If we go up to the flight levels, the jet stream's a little bit weird. We have a trough coming in from Canada, going through Montana and over the Great Plains before strengthening up through the Great Lakes. And then we have a secondary jet stream going through Mexico. The strongest being like over Chihuahua, Monterrey, but it's also pretty strong along the border. So if you're coming in from, say, Los Angeles or Phoenix, you should have a nice, smooth flight in. It's thankfully dry in El Paso, but over in the Great Lakes, it's a mess. And over Texas, we do have isolated to scattered thunderstorms. Some of them are expected to be severe. Looking at the SKU-T data for El Paso, it looks like the air should be pretty much stable, and the dew points are expected to be far enough away from the actual temperature that we shouldn't have to worry about any icing. Pressures are going to be below 29.92 for the duration of this flight. And finally, we'll look at ATC coverage. We don't have anything at El Paso at the moment. However, we do have Phoenix approach on if you want to go out of Phoenix. And we also have LA Center online with SoCal, with 2 SoCal sectors online. And we have Sacramento Metropolitan on if you want a slightly longer flight. We've got ground at Dallas-Fort Worth. So hopefully we do get more coverage soon, but for now, that's all we have at the moment. And with that, I've reached the end of the briefing. Are there any questions?
Nope.
If there's no questions, enjoy your flight into El Paso. And make sure to save some space for tacos and carnitas and all the Mexican fare you could have.
Thanks, Dylan.
Thanks, Dylan.
Stone.
Yep, no problem.
So, we're just gonna go taxi out. Honestly, I think from that landing, probably will still go depart out that way. And actually, it looked like there was another runway in the scenery. Another parallel. Oh, it's supposed to be 3-0 on my thing. Yeah, there's a whole nother runway here in the scenery. That's not supposed to be there. That is now taxiway Charlie. And Charlie doesn't even go that far down either. Yeah, there is payware by fuel there, but there used to be a freeware one that I thought. Why the hell did my engine spike up there? I don't know. It's just weird like that, I guess. Whatever. So in the plane, we'll go plug in the new plan. Oh, come on. I keep wanting to put DSM, which is not where we're going. That's Des Moines. DMN. Fuel check before we go. We have plenty of fuel. Surprisingly, the left engine has less than the right. Which I started the right first, and I feel like that's not right, but okay. Whatever. We're still gonna go back up to 17.5. Going eastbound and all that. So I'm just gonna take an intersection, like Alpha 11 or something. Make a left downwind departure. Tucson traffic, Pelican Tree 41, taxiing out to runway 30 Tucson. Yeah, so some of my stuff is out of date. No one from the left or the right. Imagine if it took me 6 hours to get there. I mean, if I taxied it, yeah, that would be that long. The fuel would probably burn a lot faster, too. So, in terms of a heading... yeah, we'll just leave it on the southeastbound heading, try and pick up the road. This is Alpha 7. And I need to look into if anyone has made a new package for taxiway signs that actually works. Because this is, I think, one of the first things Black Square made was taxiway signs. And I might need to go get the ones for the military airports, too. Because I don't have... there was a package for Europe, America, or I guess the US, and military fields. That taxiway I don't think is supposed to be there. Neither is this one. We'll just take this. I think this is Alpha 10. Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but most people just retexture the stuff. Tucson traffic, Pelican Tree 441, departing runway 30 at Alpha 11. Tucson traffic.
Approaching 1 left.
1 left. I don't know about that. You're crazy, lady.
On runway 29 right.
And it still thinks it's 29 right. Because that's how the scenery works. Our flaps, I never said AC should be off. Let that door close. Should have already done this. And there we go. $12.50 is my torque limit. And it will speed up as I go down the runway, so about 1200 is usually where I put it. rotate. Who needs the whole runway? Gear up. And they have a lot of room for overrun there. Flaps up, 120 knots. And left turn out. In Tucson traffic, Falcon Tree 41, Glitter runway tree 0, making a left downwind departure, Tucson. I mean, right downwind would allow me to follow the road a little easier, but we're going to do left. Just because there is the whole Air Force base over there. What I forgot to do on the descent was lower my pressurization. It's not exactly the best. Yes. There we go, autopilot coming on. Climbing through 6,000 feet. The air conditioning will come back on because it's 82 in the cockpit. And that door opens slightly. And normally your autopilot controls are all down here, but in the sim we can use this up here instead of always looking down to click stuff. And even you can hover right there for pitch control. And Tucson traffic, Falcon Tree 41 climbing through 8,000, clearing the area to the southeast, Tucson. Of course, no one else is around, but, you know. Now we're going to 22.8. And down there, 21.5. I love the climb angle of this plane. It just climbs real quick, real steep. A lot of the time we'll outclimb its pressurization, at least if I was going above the flight levels it would. Not so much down lower here. And previously I usually have to come down here and turn up the rate a little bit. Just so it'll keep up. Now we're switching to heat. Now I should probably pay attention to where the road is. I can't really see it right now. Added over there. The squiggly line almost. Yeah, I think that is. Just point myself that way. course, without over torquing the engine. You don't just slam it right down to where you think 2,000 is. And kind of just wiggle the two levers back and forth a little bit to barely move them. And even then, 10 RPM is barely moving it. There's our 17.5. I technically got a little below 140, which is our usual climb speed. Actually, the overlay, we gotta update. So I've got about, well, at this speed, we'll wait till it speeds up. Look at my ETE there. Alright, so right here I can see where it goes around that town. Or actually, am I supposed to be following a different road? No, I think we're fine. It kind of curves up north. You got... How do I even pronounce that? Kachi County? Something like that? Town of Bowie, Lordsburg, and where we're stopping at Deming. I'm overspeeding the plane, or about to. And that's why just below 1,000 or 1,000 on the torque is usually great for this thing in cruise. This is an international jet port. Alright, so about 30 minutes to our next stop, which I'll probably just do a touch and go there. So I was stopping at this one because of the briefing. And then from there, it's not too far to go until El Paso. It's 74 miles after that. This is a 164 mile leg. So I've got about 31 minutes on this leg. Maybe less, because it seems like those seconds are going a little quick. You're taxiing out now? Nice. Where were you departing from? Ah, Graded Junction up there. You're an A320, alright. Wait, is the Tucson CTAF the same as El Paso? Yeah, it's the they're both the same CTAF. we're just gonna kind of cover the mountains, except I'm, you know, real high up. Right at the border, or at the... right under Class Alpha airspace, 500 feet up, and I'm flying illegally. Just gonna keep the road off my left so I'm off the right of the road. Makes it easier to see out the cockpit. Oh, there was a Frontier flight I probably passed a little bit ago. Although, they might have been outside my little TCAS view there. Yeah, it's only 20 or 24 miles. Alright, so how many of you guys are going to come fly through ZID for Memphis event tomorrow? You totally should. Because as usual, Fort Worth is going to get a lot of traffic. Houston Center is going to get a lot of traffic. They usually do. Just because I feel like more people want to fly in a tailwind rather than a headwind. At least that's me. Oh, what's that big body of water we got? Wilcox Playa. Or, yeah, Playa. Okay. Just with a couple bridges over it. Or something like that. A couple land bridges, maybe? I don't know, they might be real ones. There's a road that leads up to this one. There's at least a road on that side of this one, so there's probably one over here too. That's probably why there's a big curve in the road as it goes up that way. Grand Junction flyboard takes a bit to set up. I should eventually try to learn to fly that again. I mean, I didn't really know how to fly it originally, but that was a few years ago. It was gonna be the first airliner I learned to fly. And I mean, I think I took it on a couple flights, but then Airbus just wasn't my thing. Should eventually learn to fly that again. Now in the air, nice. Dang it, wrong button. Used fast for the Irish alignment, fuel loading, and packs loading. Yeah, I do even in 7.3. I don't really want instant, but I also don't want, you know, for it to take 20 or 30 minutes. That's why in real life, when they start the plane, they turn the IRS, like, a line switch on immediately. During their pre-flight. You know what I should do? I should, like, sit down and do some math on what it would take for me to go to Memphis Live. Or ZME Live, I think they're calling it. Which is a kind of a big event they're doing. We're all gonna go to Nashville. So, like, I should probably do, like, calculation for the fuel to get there, you know, in a car, of course. I'm actually not sure what the miles per gallon in my car is. I'm gonna look that up real quick. The only thing is I don't know exactly what kind of car I mean, of course, you know the make, model and all that, but then there's like sub-models of them all. And different kinds of engines and stuff. It's not a manual, I can tell you that. It's a 4-cylinder, I know that, because one time one of my cylinders went out, or I think it was the spark plug, and we replaced all the spark plugs in the car. That was fun driving that on 3 spark plugs home. You in Louisville, you'll go. Well, yeah, I would sit down with a spreadsheet, figure out all the math on how much money I would need to go. You know, including fuel and different things. And then we'd set up like a stream goal. You guys would fund part of it. Because I have money too. I'd probably also wait. How would it? I would need to take like my whole setup here. I think maybe 3 of the screens. Oof. Didn't think about that actually. On how I'd get my shit there. A little less than 400 miles. Nah. So we would just round it up to 400. If, actually, that's one way, so 800 miles. Am I following the right road here? Yeah. Dang, that's a long link that didn't actually link. Luckily, copy paste. It's not to Memphis. We're going to Nashville. So that's 174 miles. Yeah, the comma usually does break things, but yeah, it's 174 miles approximately. Of course, you don't know where in Louisville or where in Nashville we're going. Yeah, that will save a lot. So I would probably budget for 200 miles each way. You know, give yourself a little extra in case you need to go somewhere or something. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and start this spreadsheet. We'll figure this out, because I don't know if I'm going to be called to, you know, go to the academy or not. I could do... what? Oh, you're saying that that's not far at all. You could do that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I could drive that easy. Actually, I haven't personally drove to Nashville. I've been in the back seat to Nashville several times. So it's not like somewhere that I haven't experienced. let's see, where should I go make this? We'll make a new folder here. I got so many folders and crap. And then new... What is it? We'll just go with Excel. That makes it easier to keep track of it all and add numbers up. Really wish Excel had like a full dark mode. I mean, I could make it dark mode on my own. Yeah, we can just go.
I just flew over a United aircraft.
Did you scare him?
Fill with black.
I don't think he
Another
flinched.
white,
Was he leaking oil?
and then
Did he have a missing landing gear?
I have no idea.
color automatic. We'll see if it works. Not really. Well, the automatic didn't work. I can even make it gray. There we go. There's my dark mode spreadsheet. So we got
I'm just passing over truth or consequences.
we got miles one way there.
I just flew over Montrose.
Actually, we'll move this over there, then the price will be right there once I do that math. Come on. $200 miles rounded. Usually, at least in
Yeah, first time I went
Google
over
Docs,
Truth
I
or
can hit
Consequences,
enter and
I
it
went,
just works.
dang, that's a lot of runways.
I know, right? All of them are dirt.
400 for both ways. And I was looking it up here. Let's just say I get on the lower end of this website here, because I don't know exactly which kind of car I have. I mean, it's not a 6-cylinder. So what's the lowest on the 4-cylinder automatics here? And I'll probably put in highway miles per gallon. Let's go for 28. That divided by that gives us 14, however many gallons. I don't even know how many gallons my car holds. Does this website show it if I click on one that's probably mine? This website seems pretty useful. Oh, wait, nope, let's lower that to 27. Find another number. We're going for the lowest common denominator. Apparently 21 on the low end, 36 on the high end. Based on 31 people submitting their information. Dang, I was really hoping it would show the tank size on this, but it's got a box for it, but it doesn't have anything in it. Oh, darn. So anyways, that's, gallons there. And then Louisville to Nashville, we'll even round up. Actually, we already had it there. Actually, wait, no, I already... So 14.81 gallons. What's the price of fuel around here right now? Can I see that in Google Maps? If I go to the place that's near me that's got... Actually, let's not go for the best price. Let's go for somewhere that wouldn't have as good of a price as the best price near me. I'll go to this marathon. There we go. We got 306. Also, I should make sure I'm following the road. Oh, I gotta turn. Gotta turn left. And there's another turning coming up here. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go straight out that way, because I can see the road. Sure, we'll just go straight east. Almost. Should get me near where I need to go. Alright, that much per gallon. And then we'll go over here. Equals that times that. So that's approximately the cost of fuel to get there, with a bit of leeway. So let's see. I think there was an amount people were gonna have to pay to go to the thing. Let's see if I can find that. So it looks like on the high end, which this was months ago before anyone donated anything for the event, is about $80 a person. So I'm going to put the high end. Of course, it's going to be... Like, I'm going to skim some of the other messages that Memphis ATM has put out. Now, there's no updates on that number, so we'll go high end, $80. We'll go down here, total of it all. Sum of that through that. So that's so far. That's not including like any food or anything either. I mean, honestly, that's not the worst ever. Especially because that number, you know, may not be 100% accurate or anything. Let's see if I can plug in some more information here to my screen up top, like exact locations. And then I don't know. Let's just budget. So we'll be there for. I think is it a day thing? A 2-day? I'm not actually sure. Captain Van Man, how you doing? Yeah, flight's going good so far. Just working our way towards... where was that going again? Towards Deming, which we're not too far from. About 9 minutes out on the screen here. And then we're just following the road right there. Right in the middle. Deming is just before that turn up there. No, not that turn. That seems too close. Or maybe it is. No, I see it right there. So it's a further turn way up there that I can't see yet. The town of Deming is kind of near where I need to be. I see this peak of... you guys can even see what I'm looking at. 5422 here.
Brad, I hit
think
Slink and
it's
I'm on my way
that.
down from 450. Well,
Yeah, because then there's
currently
another peak
490.
right here. With a radar tower.
Yep, Rob, I see you. I'm about 2 minutes from top of descent, so you should be having a distance between us.
The winds, we've got 250 at 9, we'll land runway 26.
And I'll try not to run
That is
over
a left
Steve.
downwind.
He won't
And our
feel it.
CTAF is 22.8, which I'm already on.
But his feelings will.
So if I go here, 5 miles before, at 5,500. Well, 3,000 feet a minute can easily do that. We'll start descending in 2 minutes. At 3,000 feet a minute. Curious, looked it up. You're 800 miles from Nashville? You could bring your whole flight sim setup and fly into ZME Live while at ZME Live. No, I'm just kidding. You would need to have someone that you know that's a part of Memphis that's not me, because I might actually get a different guy to go. Because we can take a +1. You know, I should probably go start planning that and, like, tell this friend, because he can sometimes be busy. Give him, you know, a few months' notice. So, you know what? There's a form I'm supposed to fill out. I haven't filled it out yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Even though I'm not even 100% sure if I'm gonna be able to attend it. Game Live will occur August 9th, 2025. Let me put that in the spreadsheet and write it down.
I just got pinged from center, so it looks like they're
Yep.
late.
So did I.
700 miles from Louisville, so you can drive to your place and ride along and save 100 miles. What is the likelihood that you'll be able to attend? I don't know. Depends on if the FAA calls me in. Let's see, if I go to... What am I looking for? my CID, because I don't have that memorized. If it's asking for my CID, I am a visiting controller. C1. What is your age group? 21 plus. They've got minor, 18 to 20, 21 plus. So, you know, needs parents' permission, can be there but can't drink, and then can drink. That's basically it. Please provide the dates you plan to be in Nashville. I don't know. I'd rather not do a hotel. But I'd probably have to. Or else I'd be driving back home really late. Which, I mean, I could do, just, you know, use a bit of caffeine. Also, descent here.
Albuquerque's on.
I'll get flight following with them when I get a little closer. There we go. $18 miles. Do I even see the field yet? I think that's it right there. I'm on a good downwind. Please provide the dates you plan to be in Nashville. I'll fill that out in a minute. We're driving. Are you bringing a +1? I'm gonna put maybe. Depends on if the guy can make it or not. You answered yes or maybe above. Please provide the name of your guest and their relation to you. Okay. That's how you spell. Let me check I'm spelling this dude's last name right. Because I used to say his last name wrong for years. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Because it's spelled weird from what it said. I also don't remember where it's from, like where his last name's originally from. It's pronounced Koenig. But what's funny is there's not an A in there. And there's an O. Like, that's why it took me forever to really learn how to pronounce it right. I'm just gonna put 8/9. We'll say I'll be there just on that day. Cost sharing. Split among attending members and their +1s per person.
Altimeter setting.
Altimeter setting. Fine. Crazy lady. And Deming traffic, Pelican 341 is a Beechcraft Duke about 6 miles to the west, entering the left downwind, runway 26, Deming traffic. Like how there's a question, do you agree to cost share as described above? Should donations and fundraisers not cover the full cost? And the only option is yes. Like, it's not a checkbox, it's one of the, like, ones where you can only select one thing in a Google form, but it's not a checkbox, it's just that. I'm getting real close to the ground here. You know, we're gonna level off earlier than I would have normally. Time to actually start flying the plane, though. Your neck? What do you mean your neck? What happened? Did you get hit by a baseball? Acknowledgement of risk. I understand. Wait. I, the undersigned, acknowledge that my participation, blah, 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 taking place August 9th in Nashville, is voluntary. Assumption of risk for release of a liability. Yeah, okay. Indemnification. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, it's a lawsuit thing. Okay. Responsibility for damages. Okay. Also, I should slow the hell down. And shit, my heat is on. So we're gonna turn on AC until I land, or until I'm getting close to land. Or else it's gonna get hot as hell. It already is pretty warm. Your landings all... What? Bro, you show me better landings. And damage traffic, Pelican Tree 41 turning left base runway 28 full stop Deming. No, incorrection, that's runway 26. Butter any plane you want, I'd like to see that. We'll fly the Antonov or the A380, 747. Go butter those landings, we'll see. A little wide out here, that's fine. Dropping the gear. I do not want to buy... You buy me the 777 first. And then maybe I'll consider buying you the trip... Bro, please. Oh. It wants my flaps one. And the F-16, upload to YouTube, then post the link here. Yeah, Kenny's the king of landing the F-16 on Vatson.
Too high. Too high.
I am
Approaching.
fine, lady.
6.
Come on. I am fine. This plane is a bit more aggressive than most planes when it comes to an approach. And Demi traffic, Pelican Tree 41, final runway 26. On the go, we'll be making a left downwind departure, Demings. Unstable my ass. I'm just a higher glide slope than most planes. That's how this plane rolls. Yep, floating, of course. Alright, flaps coming up to 1. And we're good. I didn't even turn off the AC. Oh shit. Alright.
Feet remaining.
Doesn't know about a touch and go. Gear up. Damn. Flaps up. Oh, they might have already been up. Whoops. Guess I didn't do full flaps. And we'll turn out of here. Incoming traffic, Pelican Tree 41 on the left, downwind runway 26, departing To the east, Deming traffic. Was corrected. Oh. You're dead in the back? What do you mean you're dead? That was a soft landing. Probably softer than the one landing I've done in real life. Actually, no, I technically did 3. Or 4. 4, actually. Up to 17.5, following I-10. Alright, what's Albuquerque's frequency? 32.8. And Deming's traffic, Pelican Tree 41, clearing the pattern to the east. Last call Deming's. Alright, we'll see what's up there. We'll get Deming VOR. 108.6. Oh, I didn't. No, I flipped the frequency. I'm just making sure I got the right thing, because no one's been done. Alright.
Thanks for help. Turn right direct to Wicker. Just to maintain 1000.
Why are you projecting,
Right
Dicey?
turn direct Wicker down to 1000 over 2 Papa.
Oh man, you gotta stop projecting there. So we are... Where's my thing?
I'll
Oh, turn it off.
Wicker, clear on Zulu runway 26 left approach.
3 miles. Albuquerque Center, Pelican Tree 41 VFR request.
I got 341 Albuquerque Center, go ahead.
Yeah, Pelican Tree 41, we are a Bravo 60 Tango, it's a Duke, about 3 miles south of the Deming VOR. 1,300 climbing 17,500, request flight following to El Paso.
I got 341, roger, reset transponder, or correction squawk 4263 at end.
4263 and ident Pelican Tree 41.
See November Papa Center, maintain 90,000. So 90,000 over 2 Papa.
Well, I gave him a good position report, come on! He needs me to ident. Ooh, Needing, how you doing? I'll see you, Kenny. You always miss the last landing.
3143 Albuquerque. Look up 341, ready contact 64 west of the El Paso Airport, maintain VFR the El Paso altimeter 2987.
2987, Pelican Tree 41.
Echo 563, the El Paso 1250 at 9 runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 26 left, Falco 563.
And we got the heat on. There ain't nothing out here. Except for me following a road. So I could just keep going
143 Albuquerque, hello, reset transponder squawk 6670, ident.
straight this heading until I run into this road here.
70 on the box map is Southwest 3143.
So I feel like it's going to be a little hard to see this road. Technically the highway keeps going up north, so yeah, I might stop following the highway.
At 9000, cleared out, correction, cleared RNAV Zulu, running 26 left approach. Cross Wicker 9000, cleared RNAV Zulu 26 left, option 2 Papa.
get Kelp. Approximately 14 minutes, but of course it's going to be a little longer than that if I choose to follow the road. Oh, yay. I love those. I just clicked something. I don't know what I clicked. Hopefully it wasn't a breaker. And now we're at cruise 17.5. And while I'm just cruising out here, we'll go pick up the AS. It's about that time. $270 at 8. Alright, so that's 26 left, 26 right. Probably gonna land 26 left, go to Millionaire. Now, there's also some mountains over that way. We're turning before I get to the mountain. Looks like the Oregon Mountains. St. Austin Peak up there too, or Augustin. Feasible would it be to deploy a radar system that could be installed on people's homes to track the weather? I have no idea.
Alright, we'll expect the RNAV to coming out for Cabby 6588.
6588, expect the RNAV RMP Zulu runway 26 left from SART.
Alright, 26, we'll expect the RNAV Zulu 26 left from SART, Cabby 6588.
I'll go 178 2 on company over the numbers, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 26 left, pilot club 178.
So the 798 to contact Phoenix Bridge 128.75.
Alright, so I'm going back to looking at this here.
Can you say again, please? Delta 798, enable reset transponder squawk 4175 and contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
How much do you guys think I should budget for
175 and contact approach on 128.65, thank you.
Food outside of the event? So we're talking like, you know, on the way there, on the way back kind of thing. Or even just getting snacks prior to going to the event too, get my own snacks.
Number 2 on citation on about a 4 mile final runway 26 left, clear to land. Runway 26 left, clear to land, number 2 Papa.
Per day? No, not per day. I'm going for like 1 day. So like, I'm talking like lunch before the thing, before the whole event. And like, if I were to stay the night somewhere, then, you know, probably have lunch on the way back. But I'm probably going to want to get home.
Alpha 3 Center, Citation Center.
And,
50 for snacks, 50 for meals in the road.
Clear 26 left at uniform. I'll just drive the 10 feet here to the GA ramp.
We'll go with that.
96 Papa Bravo, Albuquerque, hello. Hello, welcome, climbing to level 330.
330, 6 Papa Bravo.
20 for snacks.
5. Correction, 563, you said you're going straight ahead?
There we
Straight ahead
go.
to the FBO, yeah.
563, Roger, with me in the ramp, yeah.
And you know what? We're gonna hit. How do I do a thing? I want to add like a rounding thing. I don't actually know how to do that. Round up. Oh, wait, crap. That just override my thing? Yeah. Round up. That'll be that. Divided by 2. Number of digits. Oh, shit, that's a lot of digits there. Which one's around? Negative rounds to the left. We'll go -1 maybe? Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Rounds it to $98. And then we could hit that right there. With the math. Although really, I'd probably round that to 100, but I don't know if things are going to change. Alright, let's hit save on that and focus on the flight.
96, Henry, the Wasco 1 arrival, the El Paso altimeter 2986.
I didn't realize El Paso had any arrivals.
1 arrival at 2986 the altimeter. Alpha 1496.
And Center Pilot 178 is clear 26 left, just taxi to the GA ramp in front of us.
Wasco 178, welcome to El Paso, monitor me, the ramp was there.
Thanks for the ramp, thanks for your upside, Pilot 178.
That's 69 degrees Fahrenheit in the cockpit. I think I set that, the knob right there at one point.
Wasco 73, NRA, right downwind, runway 22.
Also realized I never
downwind
set,
22, Pilot Club 73.
never set my RPM. Whoops. Engine's been going harder than it needed to. There we go, 2,000 RPM. Actually, it's less the engine's been going harder, more just the prop's been spinning faster than they needed to.
And that, as they say, is that.
I've got 25 miles.
Already contact cost 20 east of the Bard Vortex, climbing. Are you, you want 350 as your final?
Yeah, 350 will do.
So we're gonna go down to 5,500.
507 right out.
That's
How's everyone's flight going?
120.
On the ground, just landed.
Well,
Good,
12 technically. So 12 times
making my
3,
approach.
36 miles. Oh, well, we're already there.
I got my
Okay.
descent via clearance.
To Albuquerque, straight ahead, monitor me, bye-bye. Straight ahead with you, number 2, Pop, appreciate it.
Ground speed is 260.
Glad we had ATC there at the end. That was cool.
So 3164 Albuquerque, are you here?
I'm gonna go down about 1,500 feet a minute.
We're at 2767, LA Center's closed, ready to service terminate, change of ride speed approval, yeah.
Oof, gosh. Up, and I pulled back throttle, apparently not enough.
3211, Albuquerque Center, LA, ready contact, call 5 West Wotra, this be the Bruiser 1 arrival, Phoenix flying west, Phoenix altimeter 2974.
Low altimeters all around.
Level 3164, flight level 390.
3164 Albuquerque Center, LA, ready contact, 10 miles north of S-band, intersection 1. Copy 6588 at start, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 26 left approach.
And start cleared RNAV Zulu, 26 left approach, Captain 6588.
Bro. Have me Jesus Christ, it's having me select like all the motorcycles in this CAPTCHA. Okay, that was a CAPTCHA. I've ever seen one. Somewhere up there is the Mexican border. Probably gonna point myself a little more towards El Paso. Well, there is the mountains right here. Let's see how this goes. You know what I might do?
Echo 341 now past airport about your 2 o'clock, 1 miles port site.
We got inside Pelican Tree 41. I think that's it.
Echo 341 Roger, into a right downwind runway 22.
Right downwind runway 22, Pelican Tree 41. Actually, there's
Echo
several I
341
see.
additional traffic, 12 o'clock, about 7 miles, 6,200, indicating enter a right downwind for 22 as well.
Yeah, Pelican Tree 41, Roger. Okay, right downwind 22. Sounds good to me. So there's several fields here, so the military field is there.
The El Paso 1270 from the 26 left.
And right there is it. So I'm high enough over these mountains. Let me slow her down a little bit, maybe increase the descent rate. We'll bring the RPM up.
Happy landings, everybody. Have a good night. See you.
Full stop.
Heat's coming off.
Paco 73, runway 22, clear to land. Clear to land, 22, Paco 73.
Turn all those on. Don't go... Well, I mean, I think you could technically go past the Mexican border as long as you're coming right back. Like, if it's for some procedure, I think I see the traffic. I don't see him on here, though. A little weird. And now I've lost him. Maybe someone on the ground? No, it's...
Paco 341, traffic 12 o'clock, about 4.5 miles, 5,100, indicating right downwind for 22.
Inside Pelican Tree 41. It's right there. And I also have this just in case. Although, yeah, it still doesn't show them at all. That's weird. Maybe because I'm so high up. Let's just get her closer to idle throttle and nose her down a bit. You know, I'm staying up high, crossing over the military base. I wonder how you would approach this in real life if you're coming from this direction. Would you just go out far and do it that way? Maybe straight in?
Traffic.
Yep, traffic. I no longer see the traffic. I see him on my thing though. Now. Got about 3 miles. Let me just ignore the alarm. Autopilot's off. It's mostly just because I'm trying to slow down and not catch up too much to him.
Back up 341, you number 2, following traffic, wing up right base from 822, cleared
Still
on.
on set. Yeah, go down runway 22, Pelican 341. Still got him right there. So much harder in the sim to see aircraft. Laps 1. Coming down. Dropping the gear. Before bitchin' Betty gets mad. Go full flaps, because I'm trying to stay behind them.
Six 1080, Albuquerque Center, low, climbing tempo 260.
It's gonna be a long ass taxi. I might request long landing. Alright, I see the traffic, we're turning. Hey, Center Pelican Tree, photo and request long landing.
2112 Albuquerque Center, ready contact, call to 20 north of Grand Canyon VOR, cross 10 sat and maintain level 290, the Phoenix altimeter 2974.
I'll just, you know, use half the runway for myself.
Target 2112, the Phoenix altimeter 2974.
Approaching 22.
341
Too
taken.
high.
Yeah,
Too
request
high.
long landing.
341, roger, traffic,
Too high. Too
Cargo
high.
341, go around, traffic still on the runway, flight runway heading, maintain 4,000.
Runway heading 4,000, Pelican Tree 41.
Unstable.
Sorry, I missed the
Unstable.
exit.
Approaching.
There.
4,000 is actually impossible, my, you'd be in the ground anyway, climb maintain 8,000.
I will maintain VFR 8,000, Pelican Tree 41.
Albuquerque Center, sorry.
Surprised you just tell me into the right downwind. I would have done that.
Left, calling Albuquerque unreadable. Albuquerque Center, pilot close 73 down, clear 22 at Quebec, sorry, I missed the first turn off, going to GA ramp.
Over torque the engine.
No worries.
A little bit.
You going down to Atlantic and Millionaire down there? I believe so, the one FBO by the NASA hangars. Look up 73, roger, same minute. Back up 341 east out of the airport in sight.
Affirm Tree 41.
Back up 341, roger. Would you like 26 left or continue with 22?
We'll just do the right downwind for 22.
Back up 341, roger. Inner right downwind, correction, inner right traffic, runway 22.
Alright, traffic 22, Pelican Tree 41.
Back up 73, taxi parking, Quebec, Juliet.
Yeah, I kind of over torqued the engine there.
Lima, hold short of runway 8 right. Okay, Quebec, Juliet, Golf, short of 8 right. Juliet, Romeo, short 8 right, and then Lima. Pilot Club 7. Copy 6588, we're now past where you're parking at.
Lower to cargo on the north, catch 658.
6588, roger, Romeo, hold short of Juliet on Romeo.
Gotcha. Make right on Romeo and hold short Juliet, catch 658.
I think I see him down there. Hi, Sleeveless.
Back up 341, running 22, go land.
22, clear to land. I request that long landing again for Tree 41.
341, roger, approve request.
Yeah, Pelican Tree 41.
American 2112, descend via the Bruiser 1 arrival, Phoenix landing west, Phoenix altimeter 29er74.
We'll just go exit at like November or something. Or is that November? That's hotel. Let's just, did I ever update the overlay that we're going to El Paso? I don't think I did.
Bravo, just reading my mind, LX closed, race 200, quick change crew, bye-bye. American 2112, descend via the Bruiser 1 arrival.
Gears down, flaps 1. Should have already had the flaps 1, but I didn't.
Cover 6588, give away the Piper from your right down, Juliet behind him. He tags park via Juliet today.
Alright, we'll wait for the crossing traffic and we'll make a run on Juliet.
Too high. Too high.
You can shut up.
Approaching. 2-2.
Yes, I know I'm too high. I'm doing a long landing. It'll make it easier than for me having to wait for Cappy, otherwise known as Sleeveless. Or Pilot Club 6298, I think is the number he uses.
Code 1496, where are you parking there?
The main terminal, on the 1496.
1496, roger, expect the RNAV RMP Zulu, runway 22.
Could we get the ILS runway 22 instead?
Code 1496, roger, expect that.
Alright, we'll expect the ILS runway 22, Paso 1496.
Alright, so I want to put her down by November. Just, you know, keep the speed up and stuff.
Wrong landing.
Cappy
Wrong
6588, right here to my right. Is this a runway at one point?
6588, I believe it was just a taxiway that they bulldozed.
Ah, roger that, okay. So it kind of looks like it goes all the way down to Gulf, it looks like. Alright, thank you.
5,000.
Like up 73, because you're going the wrong way, heading on to 777. If you want to do that and ignore them, then be my guest. Sorry about that, 73. My map and my scenery are totally different. I'll just wait here. You want to tell me which way to go, 73? Looks like I created a traffic jam. What do you have to your right, or can you turn around? I've got a taxiway to my right that heads towards the main terminal. I'll go 73, roger. Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. If you can do that, just take a right, cross 8 right approach in, and then continue taxi. Okay, I'll take that non-existent taxi.
Is it? You sure it doesn't exist anymore? Oh, right there. I see it. Okay. That one.
Funny thing is that the taxiway that's no longer there is actually in better shape than the one we have to take.
So, on someone at the ground of Phoenix, contact Phoenix approach 128.65. Who is it again? Sorry, 3164? Or is that a 249? 249, right?
You're a Park Millionaire.
So, 249, roger, report back. Back up 341, welcome to El Paso, way parking.
Yeah, Parking Millionaire, Pelican 341.
341, roger, text parking, hotel, Golf, Lima, cross 8 right approach and follow a Piper in front of you.
Hotel Golf Lima, cross Nate right approach in, follow the Piper, Pelican 341. Where's the, oh, I see him. Piper ahead of me. It caused me to go around. I was taxiing this plane way too fast.
Why is the non-existent taxiway in better shape in the simulator than the taxiway we gotta take?
Who knows?
So many questions.
No idea.
Why can't the sim update the runways?
Probably because the sub was busy trying to fix FS24.
So true.
I might have to agree with that. But even in 2020, it's still bad. I'm sure someone's done a scenery pack for this place, though.
I think I saw a payware.
So 31,
Pick it up. I fly into Kelp enough times.
Point, haha, 50300.
What, do you have the payware?
No, I'm saying I should get it because I fly in here
At flight
enough.
over 300, Southwest
Ah,
31, 3140.
There's this fancy website called FSAddonCompare.com. You can just look up different sceneries. And it shows you where all you can buy them. Like, apparently there's 2 different ones for El Paso. Yeah, one by Dominic Design Team, one by SX Airport Design. The Dominic Design Team's the cheaper one.
I'm showing areas of light to moderate precipitation extending at your 12, correction at your, let's call, about 2 to 9 o'clock for the next 70 miles. Let me know if you need a deviation.
Roger, Southwest 3150.
Your Duke looks like a giant A320.
Oof.
Yeah, and I own a Duke, which is crazy.
Yeah, and so do I.
You gotta like go and model match it and stuff.
Yeah.
Such a pain in the butt.
And there's the link in the event comms chat here for the FS add-on compare.
Reckon 2112 taken.
Kind of staying in limbo until the sim update 2 for 2024 drops and see how that runs.
Honestly, I haven't tried. I have the beta, but I haven't tried it.
74.
Alright, I gotta fly out of here. Don't know where I'm going yet. Stu, you jumping on center?
I don't know.
Like a 1496, fly heading.
I hadn't really thought about it.
Altitude 2.
Heading 090 vectors for the ILS 22, 1496.
1496, you can maintain 9,000.
Maintain 9,000, 1496.
It didn't matter if you were or not. If you were, I would probably pick up Cincinnati from here. I'd shoot up Cincinnati or something, but I don't know where I'm going yet. I might go out to the West Coast. I'll never go out there.
Go to San Diego.
Flight.
You could do Dallas Fort Worth maybe from El Paso.
Down to 36, Creek, Sonalo. Clearly, Los Angeles International Airport, Wildcat 4 departure, Hilo Band 95, climb maintain 17,000, departure with me, squawk 1573, reach squawk code only.
Oh, my building's not even there.
My favorite. It took me 2 hours on the dot to make this flight from St. Louis.
Bro, the building for Millionaire isn't even there in my sim.
Number 3 at heavy, reback correct. 30.
Yeah, no, me neither.
So I'll just park next to the tower. That's close enough.
2214 Albuquerque, Sonalo, should be lower than that, but okay. Well.
Alright. Oh, and I forgot the pressurization thing again. Damn it.
Yeah, so I've been playing around. The 7.2, they not dialed in, but it's damn close for the freighter version for FSS, and I'm playing around with a new config file that someone did about a month ago, and he's been playing around with it, making it, fine-tuning it, and I've been flying Capital Cargo, so I've been hitting every destination that Capital Cargo used to hit. So San Diego's definitely on it, so I might shoot over there. That might be a good idea.
Yeah, I love San Diego. It's a great approach.
Yeah, I might do that. It was crazy because I was like, what plane am I going to fly into El Paso? And then I had the cargo Capital Cargo, and I've been flying them, and I'm like, oh shoot, they used to go to El Paso. I was like, okay, we'll just take off from St. Louis.
Right, hell yeah. Well, I think that's probably it for me tonight. To be honest, I'm starting to get a headache. That's not good. I should have gotten a... That's weird. Okay, whatever. Hello, how you doing? Although we're about to end the stream here for the night, because kind of getting a bit of a headache. You know, wait, what's going on? And I think just my glasses keep hitting a pressure point. I gotta figure that one out. You know? Alright, well, tomorrow is the big Memphis in May event. I was going to be on Nashville departure, but I've since switched to Indy Center since they had like 0 controllers available to control it. So I'm like, hey, I should probably go to Indy Center. And they're like, yeah, that's your decision, up to you. the event coordinator that I went and asked. And then Saturday is Cow Scream. That should be a fun event. Lots of traffic doing lots of different things. Flying to Vegas, and then to Santa Ana. I forget what LGB is. Is that Long Beach? Yeah, I think that is. And also, what's funny, apparently 6:53 or something like that is when the Kentucky Derby is running. I kind of doubt I can have that up on a screen. I mean, it wouldn't be shown on the stream, of course, but I don't know. I'd have to look into that. Not that I'm cheering for any of the horses, really. I could care less. But if you've missed a stream or part of a stream, all the VODs can be found over on YouTube. It'd be great if you can check those out. And then, who are we raiding tonight? B-dubs, maybe. On NorCal approach. Why not? Let's see what he's up to. Oh, he's doing stuff and things. He's got the tower view up. Alright, well, stick around for the TheFatRat channel. Point to the follow button here and the follow button on B-Dub's channel. We'll see you tomorrow for Memphis in May. Oh, that was like the perfect timing of that song here, too.